My mother, she was a fanatic about public restrooms, and when I was a little girl she'd take me into a stall, show me how to wad up the toilet paper and wipe the seat, and then gently and carefully lay strips of toilet paper all over the seat to cover it. And finally she would instruct me, never sit on a public toilet seat. Then she'd demonstrate the stance. which consisted of balancing over the toilet in a sitting position without actually letting any part of your flesh make contact with the toilet seat. Now that was a long time ago. Now in my mature years, the stance is excruciatingly painful and difficult to maintain. Now when you have to visit a public bathroom, you usually find a line of women, so you smile politely and you take your place. Once it's your turn, you check for feet under the door. Every stall is occupied. Finally a door opens and you dash in, nearly knocking down the woman who's trying to get out. You get in to find that the door won't latch. It doesn't matter. The dispenser for modern seat covers, invented by someone's mum no doubt, is empty, but handy. You would hang your purse on a hook, but there isn't one. So, you carefully drape it round your neck. Because you know that mum would absolutely flip out if you put it on the floor. You yank down your pants and you assume the stance. In this position, your aging, toneless thigh muscles begin to shake. You'd love to sit down, but you can't, because you haven't taken the time to wipe the toilet seat or lay paper on it. So you fold the stance. To take your mind off your trembling thighs, you reach for what you discover to be the empty toilet paper dispenser. In your mind, you can hear your mother's voice saying, "Honey, if you tried to clean the seat before you tried to sit down, you would have known there was no toilet paper." Your thighs shake all the more. You remember the tiny tissue that you blew on your nose. The one that's still in your purse. That would have to do. You prop it in, you prop it up as best as possible. But it's still smaller than your hand. Someone pushes the door open because the latch doesn't work. The door hits your purse, hanging round your neck, and you and your purse tumble back. Scream as you reach for the door, dropping your tiny, precious, crumpled tissue in the puddle on the floor. You lose your footing altogether, slide down directly onto the toilet seat. It's wet, of course. You bolt upright, knowing all too well that it's too late. Your bare bottom has made contact with every imaginable germ and life form on the uncovered seat because you never put down toilet paper. Even if you had any, you'd taken the time to try. You know that your mother would be utterly appalled if she knew, because you're certain her bare bottom never touched a public toilet seat, because frankly dear, you just don't know what kind of diseases you could get. By this time the automatic sensor on the back of the toilet is so confused that it flushes, propelling a stream of water like a fire hose that somehow sucks everything down to such force that you grab onto the toilet dispenser for fear of being dragged into it. spewing water and the wet toilet seat. You're exhausted and you try to write with a gum wrapper that you found in your pocket, and then you slink out inconspicuously to the sink. You can't figure out how to operate your faucets with the automatic sensors, so you wipe your hands with a bit of spit and you dry on a paper towel and you walk past a line of women still waiting. You're no longer able to smile politely. The kind soul at the very end of the line points out at the piece of toilet paper which is trailing from your shoe. And where was that when you needed it? You yank the paper from your shoe, plunk it in the woman's hand and tell her warmly, "Here, you might need this." As you exit, you spot your hubby, who has long since entered, used and left the men's restroom. Annoyed, he asks, "What took you so long? Why is your purse hanging round your neck?" This is dedicated to women everywhere who deal with public restrooms. Rest, you've got to be kidding. It finally explains to men the question why women go to the restroom in pairs. It's so the other girl can hold the door, hang on to your purse and hand your Kleenex under the door.